All right, everybody. Today is Gender Reassignment Day. I'm going to come around and give you each a new gender and pronouns. Jimmy, you're now Jamae, she, her. Carlos, you're now Carla, she, they. Rebecca, those shoes are giving pure cuteness, but they're also giving non-binary. Oh, and Jack. Jack, you are now Jackie, she, her. This whole table, non-binary. Sam, you are now Sam, but non-binary Sam.
Thank you.
And Chad, Chad, you are still a Chad. Keep being a Chad.
Okay.
All right, everybody, are you happy with your gender?
No.
Well, that's too bad. All right, so for homework, if you're a guy, you now need to listen to Nickelback and Joe Rogan. If you're a woman, things are already tough enough for you. Just keep being a woman. And if you're non-binary, I need colored hair by Monday. Thank you.
Man, you are one twisted f***.
Now let me say something real quick about that first clip we just saw. That was obviously a parody skit in an empty classroom with some kind of sound effects in the background. However, that fella in the first clip is a real teacher. That was a real classroom, and he does teach real students. So if you're ever wondering where all of these weird neo-pronouns that we see here in these videos all the time come from, you may want to take a look at the public school system. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a fairly quick and very crazy Clown World update for you guys today, and as usual, we have, well, very little time to waste. So, let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. So what we have here is the very diverse and inclusive leadership of the Los Angeles Fire Department. You can't make this shit up.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Now, if you saw yesterday's video, you may recall a short clip that I played of a little expose from a local news station about the Los Angeles Fire Department's chief, Kristen Crowley. Well, today we're going to keep it moving with this clip of the Los Angeles Fire Department's Assistant Chief, Christine Larson. Now listen carefully to what she says about being able to rescue someone from a fire. Roll it.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or, you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
What the hell did you just say?
Is she strong enough to do this? Or, you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
Just when I think you've said the stupidest thing ever, you keep talking.
Now, isn't what she just said basically the same thing as victim blaming? Anyway, next up we have Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass. Now, we can't necessarily say that Karen Bass is a diversity hire because she was elected. However, once the citizens of a certain area, like Los Angeles, become infected with the woke mind virus, they generally use DEI models to elect their officials. Now, in this news conference, Karen Bass pulls a Ron Burgundy or a Joe Biden and reads directly off the teleprompter. Listen to what she says instead of saying the name of the website. Roll it.
Right now, if you need help, emergency information, resources, and shelter is available. All of this can be found at URL. Los Angeles, together is how we will get through this. Through the heroism of our firefighters, the vigilance of Angelenos, and the spirit of our city.
Can you repeat the part of this stuff where you said all about the things? The things?
Right now, if you need help, emergency information, resources, and shelter is available. All of this can be found at URL.
You can't be this stupid! You can't!
Now, if a capable person was running that press conference, they would have realized that URL isn't a legitimate website. They probably would have said something like Hang on, let me pause this for just 1 second while we have someone get us the name of the website so we can get it out to everybody while we're still here. That's it. Anyway, next up, so here we have a clip from CNN where Scott Jennings talks about the DEI problem in the Los Angeles Fire Department, and what do you know? Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett tries to dispute his claim. Roll it.
Recall a news story from last year. There was some interest in the fire departments and the firefighters in California, and the interest was that there were too many white men who were firefighters, and we need to have a program in California to make sure we don't have enough white men as firefighters. So we have DEI, we have budget cuts, and yet I'm wondering now, if your house is burning down, how much do you care what color the firefighters are?
You can respond, and then we'll...
Listen, I am so tired. You know what? There was an article that just came out that said that actually the most educated demographic in this country right now is Black women. So let me be clear. Because you are a woman, or because I know that some of the right has been sharing these photos of the fact that I believe that the fire chief may be a woman or something, that has nothing to do with it. We are looking at qualifications. What diversity, equity, and inclusion has always been about is saying, you know what? Open this up. Don't just look at the white men. Open it up and recognize that other people can be qualified. And the fact that we want to, at a time when people are dying, decide that a country of immigrants is failing or people are dying because the same very people that built this country, because the last time I checked, y'all didn't say that anything was wrong with the White House. And I can promise you, it was my ancestors that built the White House. So listen, if we have been good enough to build this country, we are good enough to serve and die overseas, we are good enough to serve in other ways. And the fact that people actually decide that they want to engage in public service, whether it's sitting in Congress or whether it's serving on the fire department or the police department, should not be an issue. The fact is, stop trying to act as if only white men are the ones that are capable. Because right now you're sitting at a table with 3 very capable Black women.
I'm not. I'm just simply saying that as a matter of public policy in California, the main interest in the fire department lately has been in DEI programming and budget cuts, and now we have this massive fire.
Are we really, but Scott, are we really blaming the fire department? The people in the LA fire department.
No, I'm blaming the Democrats who run the state.
No, but the fire department right now, they are dealing with a historic fire, okay?
And they have terrible leadership.
That is caused by climate, by the fact that it is extremely dry in the state of California, and they are fighting it in tropical force winds.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
So there you have it. Scott Jennings is on CNN dropping truth bomb after truth bomb, and neither Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett nor the host Abby Phillips would accept the fact that DEI is not only ineffective, but sometimes dangerous because you're putting unqualified people in positions they have no business being in. Anyway, next up, so I'm sure this lady is very pro-DEI. Roll it.
I've decided my mantra for now on is this. WWBWD. What would Black women do? I read about them. I study their history. I follow many of you on TikTok. And they just do life with excellence. They do life with empathy, with passion, with heart, with soul. I want to emulate that. I admire them so much. And whenever I'm faced with any problem, whether it's personal, financial, relationships, my heart, my soul, my mind, I just have to ask, what would Black women do? Because when they organize, they change the world. And that's what I want to do.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Hey guys, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Now, I don't know if this fella was going for the Leatherface look or what, but that's kind of creepy. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by Pastor Bob Rogers and Sean Labonte. Pastor Bob and Sean, thank you guys so much for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate the support. And I want to give a big shout out to today's honorable mentions, Pastor Bob Rogers and Susan Hogue, for each leaving a super thanks on the last video. So, Pastor Bob and Susan, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So once again, today's video sponsors are Pastor Bob Rogers and Sean Labonte, with the honorable mentions going to Pastor Bob Rogers and Susan Hogue. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, I think we've seen enough of this fella for one day. Get this off the screen, please. Oof.
Maybe that would fall under the category of creepy.
All right, let's take a break from the DEI stuff and the LA fires to see what else is happening out there in clown world. Next up, we have this young lady who says she was born a genderless gremlin. Roll it.
I was born a baby. A genderless gremlin. Also, people can be gender fluid and their gender can change sometimes. I always put my pronouns in the video, so it shouldn't be too confusing. Sometimes I'm a girl, sometimes I'm a guy, sometimes I'm in between, sometimes I'm none, sometimes I'm all the genders. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that I'm having fun. Gender expression is fun. I can be whatever I want to be.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Now, I do agree with that young lady. You should be trying to have fun in life. There has to be some objective truth, right? Well, I guess as long as she's not trying to force her beliefs on anyone else, be a boy, a girl, and everything else in between, I guess. Anyway, next up, so this young lady has a message for us, and always remember, the eyes are the window to the soul. Roll it.
I am queer, and I am here to stay.
She's got the crazy eyes. Dude, the eyes, they're crazy.
And next up, we have this lady who is going to show us some self-defense moves against misogyny. Now, I don't know if this is a class she takes, like karate or Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but for woke liberals. Roll it.
You interrupted me. You interrupted me. That was my idea. I just said that. That was my idea. I just said that. I'd smile more if you didn't make me feel so uncomfortable. I'd smile more if you didn't make me feel so uncomfortable. I don't have time to explain the patriarchy to you right now. I don't have time to explain the patriarchy to you right now. I can tell you don't have any female friends. I can tell you don't have any female friends. Don't mansplain what gaslighting is to me. Don't mansplain what gaslighting is to me. You're projecting your insecurities on me because you feel threatened. You're projecting your insecurities on me because you feel threatened. You don't need to touch my thigh when you talk to me. You don't need to touch my thigh when you talk to me. Don't take credit for my work. Don't take credit for my work. You're making me uncomfortable. You're making me uncomfortable. Your ex isn't crazy. Maybe you just didn't meet her needs. Your ex isn't crazy. Maybe you just didn't meet her needs. You sound uneducated. You sound uneducated. The joke wasn't funny. The joke wasn't funny. You don't need to comment on my outfit. You don't need to comment on my outfit. For the girls and the gays anyway. I'm surprised you feel confident saying that out loud. I'm surprised you feel confident saying that out loud. You're gaslighting me. You're gaslighting me. Okay, I'm sensitive, but you're oblivious. Okay, I'm sensitive, but you're oblivious. Please don't speak on my behalf. Please don't speak on my behalf.
She's fit for a straitjacket. This broad's 3 ways towards the weekend.
Now, because I am very childish and really enjoy some good toilet humor, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of this young fella playing a prank on the Lowe's customer service guy. Sorry, but this is funny. Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
I was just wondering if you can call for my brother to meet me up here real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your brother's name?
His last name is Owners. First name is Gabe.
Attention customers, meet your party.
Gabe Owners.
Gabe Owners. You know where that's
I just choked on something.
Say what?
What's your brother's name?
His last name is Owners. First name is Gabe.
Attention customers, meet your party.
Gabe Owners.
Gabe Owners.
Got him.
2, 10, 12, 15. Oops, stepping on a. It's black. Anyway.